Welcome back to the show. Now, today is a very special day for us here in the Valley because it is the start of the Vail Film Festival. Joining me today to talk about his unique film is writer-director Paul. Paul, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm so great. So you are the writer-director of this incredible film, Fluorescent Beast. Tell me all about it.
I am indeed. So Fluorescent Beast is a black comedy, a surreal comedy, kind of all about living in the corporate life we all have now. So the premise is about a guy who works for a large corporation in an office, kind of a middling job, pushing numbers around seemingly meaninglessly. He's summoned to a big meeting with a mysterious high-level executive who sends him on a big, mysterious, high-level business trip. But he won't tell him what it's about. It's so secret they won't even tell him what he's supposed to be doing. So the film is him trying to kind of unravel the mystery of what he's actually doing on this business trip.
It's
The idea behind the film is that what if all the pressures of being an adult, the work pressures, the home pressures, all the pressures we have, what if instead of that being a happenstance of modern living, what if that was actually a created, focused, conscious conspiracy designed to target you and eat your dreams? So
You
that's
know,
kind of the
I
idea.
can say that I know all too well about that corporate cog in the wheel in the cog, or I guess cog in the wheel,
There
whatever
you
you want
go.
to call it. I was watching the
Yeah, you
trailer
are a
and
cog.
I could just
Mhm.
literally relate to every single scenario that the main character was going through. So talk to me about the writing process. You know, how did you come up with this idea? You explained the premise of it, but like what made you decide that this is what you wanted to make into a film?
Well, I mean, I think it comes from the idea that we all kind of have two selves, right? We have the self that we really truly believe that we are, the little artist or whoever, and then we have the self we have to kind of, you know, go on the little wheel of life and do things for, the job self and the family self and all the responsibilities self, and we find these little cracks in our lives where we're trying to fill with who we really are, whether it's an artistic pursuit or a hobby or like I'm really a fisherman or whatever it is. And I don't know, I'm like anybody else. I feel the same way. So I don't know. It came from that. It came from sort of a frustration of trying to like find the cracks in my day to be who I really am. And that's how I did it. So I'm a filmmaker, but I also write for TV, and that's my corporate job.
Mhm.
And then making my own artistic movies is sort of the thing I'm trying to find time to do. And I think it was trying to find time to write a movie that made me write a movie about finding time to write a movie or to to be my true self.
It really
It's
is.
all very meta. It's all very meta. But what's funny, we screened at a few festivals before this, and I think of it as a comedy. I mean, I hopefully it's funny in a weird, quirky way, but people after screening seem to be really affected by it emotionally. People come up to go, I work in the pharmaceutical industry, and this is exactly the corporate speak that I'm constantly subjected to, and I haven't, been able to get back to, my music that I like to do in, 5 years. And like, I mean, it's just amazing that people take away what they do from it, which is a much more emotional reaction than I normally would have expected from a film that's supposed to be kind of funny.
Well, it definitely is funny, and I love like the editing and the directing and the cutting and the different ways that it's very unique from that perspective as well. So
Oh,
talk to me
thank you.
about filming. You know, what was the vision that you had behind this, and is the end result exactly what you wanted?
Well, I mean, you always try to get as close to what's in your head as possible, but when you make a film, you also discover things along the way. Um, I cast the film with actors that I knew, so entirely. So I knew coming in, I kind of had people that fit the parts really well. And yeah, we kind of wanted to go for sort of I don't know, we had a double feature screening before we started making the film with the cast and crew, and I showed them After Hours, the Martin Scorsese film about the guy who's in Soho and cannot get home, and I showed them Barton Fink, which is a Coen Brothers movie where John Turturro plays a writer in 1940s Hollywood trying to write a wrestling picture for a studio. And I sort of those were sort of our touchstones as to where we wanted to go tonally with the film and find, because it's an unusual tone to find this
Hmm.
kind of this weird, surreal, quirky way of coming at the world. But yeah, I mean, I'm very happy with how it came out and how we shot it. We shot it in Los Angeles, kind of in pieces over time, which allowed us to really find some unique locations that we normally on a film of this budget couldn't have afforded. So
Well, without giving it away, you know, I think I love the directness of the lines, of the visual piece of it. It looks great, so I cannot wait to see it here at the Vail Film Festival. Tell us when it is playing, all of the details, give us more.
Oh, yes. Well, it's playing Saturday, the 9th, this Saturday, obviously, at 4:30 p.m. at the Cascade One Theater at the Grand Hyatt Hotel.
Wonderful. Well, Paul, I love your vision. I love your energy. The trailer of Fluorescent Beast just looks absolutely incredible. Cannot wait to see the full feature, so we appreciate it. And best of luck to you in all of your future ventures. But before we get off of the screen here, we're going to show the trailer.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
You wanted to see me?
Someone high up has requested a meeting with you. You've been summoned.
Nelson Shell? You are Nelson Shell.
Yes?
I have a task for you to perform, Shell. It may or may not be easy, it may or may not be pleasant, but it must be done.
Don't forget to let out the dog.
Do you know what you are?
Yeah.
Do you think you're a man?
Yeah.
You are not a man. You
Yeah.
are a cog.
I'm sorry, I'm a what?
A cog. You are a specifically designed and well-crafted grooved gear,
Welcome, Mr. Shell.
nestled deep into the workings of a large machine.
Mr. Shell, you have a call.
I am giving you the task for which you've been designed.
Yeah.
In which you will not waver.
That's messed up.
Yeah. In which you will not hesitate.
Yeah.
And in which you
Yeah.
will not fail.
Yeah. What am I being asked to do?
Mr. Shell, we have made it perfectly clear that we will make this perfectly clear.